Welcome, namaste. Thank you for being here with me today. Today's class again is on mobility and balance. So we're just gonna kind of get grounded here before we start moving. I'd like you to see if you can just take your awareness to your breath, not changing anything, not shaping the breath in any way. Just notice all the sensations in the body. Maybe you've been seated all day and you feel like, oh, I don't want to stay seated for too long, but just take this moment to sort of arrive on your mat. This is really a sacred pause. And as you notice your breath, you may want to make your exhalations a little bit longer, which really taps into the parasympathetic nervous system. You may find yourself becoming a little bit more grounded, a little less worried or anxious. And then one more deep breath through the nose now. And exhale out. With your exhalation, let go of anything that happened earlier today, anything that happened over the weekend. And as you blink your eyes open, we are going to go ahead and stand tall. We want to definitely feel a little bit of a stability with the chair. So if you just joined us, grab a chair. If you don't have a chair, you can always use a wall as your prop. But we're just going to start with our right hand on the back of the chair. So you don't want it to be a stool, right? So you want to be able to stand tall. The right hand goes on top of the chair. Have your feet be hip width apart. And then you're just going to shift your weight over to the right leg without tipping over. So really just ground it, center. Pick up that left foot off the ground. So as you pick it up, it's going to hike it up, right? And then we're just going to swing the leg back and forth. Just like that, back and forth, almost like a pendulum. So we just want to stabilize that right hip as we mobilize the left leg. And the stability and mobility come in together to help with balance. If you want to challenge yourself anytime, feel free to go no hands. So if that's your game today, that's great. You can either hang on to your chair and just do the swinging back and forth, or no hands. One thing that I do want to mention is try not to go forward and back. So keep the spine long and you're just letting that leg go back and forth in the hip socket. And then come up to the front, lift the left leg up, and then we're going to cross it to the center and then out to the side. Cross it over and out to the side. Again, you don't want to really swing your torso. The torso stays as still as possible. And all we're doing is just moving that leg in and out. So these are the adductor, abductor muscles coming into work here, all about stabilization. And breathe as you're doing this. Check in, make sure the belly is in, the chest is lifted and proud, and you're not holding with dear life on that chair. So you're just using the chair for stability, not so much as weight bearing. And keep going. 2, 3, 4, good, 5, excellent. And one more, nice. Now take that leg out to the side, and then we're just going to do circles with that left leg. So again, you are going to be feeling it in that right leg, and the muscles that you're feeling it are all the stabilizer muscles. So do circles one direction, and then do circles the opposite direction. Just kind of grazing the heel down or keep the foot up the entire time. And then come back to the center, shake the legs out. All we're going to do is switch side, but I don't want to have my back towards you, so I'm just going to turn my chair this direction. We're just going to do the same 3 movements on this side. So hands on the chair or no hands. Shift your weight to the left, pick up that right foot off the ground and swing it back and forth. Try not to sway the torso forward and back too much. We want the movement to come strictly from the hips area. Swing it back and forth, back and forth. Good. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. Now hold it in front and cross it all the way over and out to the side. Again, really still torso, and the movement is happening from the adductor and abductor, inner outer thigh muscles. And in and out, in and out. Actually, if you're a runner, this is a really good warm-up practice too, to do right before your runs. In and out, and 3, 2, and 1. Take the leg out to the side. Do those circles. You can do small or large as much as you want to. You are feeling it in that left leg. Those are all the small, teeny tiny little stabilizer muscles that are working hard to keep you upright. And then switch to the opposite direction. 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Shake the legs out. We're going to go back to side A, and then this time, if you want to try it on the block to make it a little bit more challenging, the block is going to go under your right foot. You don't need to do the block. If the height scares you, by all means, don't use the block. Or if you don't have a block, that's fine too. Otherwise, step on the block. You're going to take the left leg out and then swing it way back behind you and come into a little curtsy, and then take it up and out, tap on the side. So same thing without the block. Take the leg back behind you, come into a curtsy. When you're doing the curtsy, both knees are bent, and then you're going to take it out and tap that leg out all the way back, almost like you're drawing a little rainbow, half rainbow behind you, curtsy, and then take it out. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, try not touching the floor with your toes. That's where the block comes in really handy, because it gives you the height and you can hover the toes off the ground. Bend the knees and you go into your curtsy, and then left leg out to the side, and 2 more. Good. Keep that belly engaged, chest lifted. Last one. Very nice. Now this time you're going to bring the left knee to your chest and then take it out to the side. So bring the left knee up and out to the side. Left knee up, nice and slow. We're not rushing through this movement at all. The slower we do this, the more focused and intentional the movements become, and the more the muscles are under tension, which really gives you the strength that you're looking for. And that strength gives you stability and balance. Lift up and out. And all these muscles we're working are really critical in balance, in our balance as we age, or even if we're younger. And 3 more. And 2, last one. Very nice. Now we're going to stay on this side and we're going to combine the movements. So we're going to take it back to a curtsy, bend both knees, and then swing that leg all the way back to your chest. Take that leg all the way back to a curtsy, and then bring it all the way up and to your chest. Good. Again, if you feel like you really want to challenge yourself, try picking up the hand off the ground, or off the table, off the wall, or whatever you're using as your prop. And if you want a little bit more challenge, if you're using a block, you just step on top of the block and bring the knee up and then back. Bring the knee up and back. So go at your own pace and whatever phase is right for you, okay? And 3. And 2, last one. Very nice. I know you're feeling that in that right hip. Shake that leg out, and then we're going to switch sides. So I'll just turn my chair this way. We're going to start with the phase 1. Shift your weight to the left leg. Take the right leg out to the side. Draw that half rainbow, and then bend both knees, come into your curtsy. Out to the side, bend both knees, and curtsy. If you want to try it for a few moments, just pick up the hand off your chair, or you can always have your hand on your hips as well. Out to the side, and when you do the curtsy, make sure the left toes stay forward, aligned with your left knee to support your knee. And 3 and 2, last one. Take it back. Good. This time we're going to come in front. So right knee to the chest and then out to the side. Knee up and out to the side. Again, check in, make sure the spine is still long and that you're not leaning over to your chair. And out. Lift up and out. And you can even try, just pick up your hand up for a few moments. And then if you need to, just have the, you know the chair is there anytime for support. Bring it up and out, and 3. Breathe, exhale, 2, and lift, and 1, very nice. And then we're gonna combine it. Take it to your curtsy, and then take it all the way around and up to your chest. If you wanna challenge yourself and you have a block nearby, you can always step your left foot on top of your block, and same movement, curtsy and knee up, curtsy and knee up. You want to challenge yourself even more, take your hand off the chair even for a minute. So you can just try it, and if you feel like you don't have, you know, you're scared of falling or whatever, hand, you can take the hand back to the chair. And curtsy and up, curtsy and bring it up. 3 more. Exhale as you lift the knee. 2 more. And lift. Last one. And lift up. Excellent. And shake that leg out. Put the block to the side. And then we're gonna, this time, use the chair. And if you don't have a chair, that's fine. We're just gonna do the literal chair pose with the chair. So stand in front of your chair, toes and the knees are pointing ahead. Take a nice deep breath in. As you lift the arms in front of your chest, sit your hips down, but almost like the chair is on fire, you're gonna stand up right away. Exhale, inhale, sit into your chair, tap, and then exhale, come on up. So now we're gonna go slowly down. So the count on the way down is going to be 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 up. Try that with me. 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1 up. Inhale, 4, 3, 2, 1, and press up 1. So each time you're pressing up, see that you're really pushing through the feet to stand tall. 3, 2, 1, and press your feet down to stand tall. Imagine you have 4 corners at the bottom of each foot, and all those 4 corners are pressing down equally. And 3 more. Lift, and 2 more. Very nice. Last one. And take it all the way up. Beautiful. Shake the legs out. We're going to use the chair once again. So we're going to do a version of what's called, actually 2 poses, Vrikshasana, tree pose, and dancer pose. Both poses fantastic for balance. So have the feet be hip width apart. Take your left hand to your hip and then pick up that left foot off the ground. Turn, externally rotate that left hip. And then do it again. Bring it in and external rotation. Bring it in and external rotation. And 2 more. Good. 1 more. External rotation. Now this time bring it in. Pick up the knee, the foot off the ground, and then externally rotate as you're standing. Bring it all the way back in and lower the toes down. Inhale, lift. Externally rotate and then bring it in and lower down. 2 more and then we'll continue on. Inhale. External rotation, bring it in and down. Last one, bring it in, external rotation, and then bring it all the way back in. So we're going to add on to Vrikshasana tree pose. As you inhale, bring that left knee up to your chest and then external rotating that hip. Take that bottom of that left foot, put it on your inside of your calf. And then you're gonna reach the left arm up. As you exhale, this time keep your hand on the chair, and you're just gonna fold towards that left knee. Inhale, come back to the center, turn your torso towards the left knee, and then fold forward towards the left knee. Inhale, back up to the center, and then fold again. So this is a side lateral bend, and then come back to the center. Now you're going to turn your torso towards the left knee, and then a forward fold. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lateral bend. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold towards the left knee. And last one, inhale, lift, lateral bend, and lift up, and then fold forward. Gorgeous. Let's switch to the other side. So you can just turn around. I'm gonna flip my chair this way. Right hand on the hip, pick up that right heel off the ground, external rotation, and bring it back in. Externally rotate, bring it back in. So this is really important. A lot of times people just try and turn the knee, which doesn't really feel good. So you want the hip action here, where you're externally rotating from the femur bone, the thigh bone, in the hip socket. Now let's try it with lifting the knee up. So knee comes up, external rotation, and then bring it in, tap the toes. Knee up, externally rotate, bring it in, and tap. And 3 more, and then we're gonna add that. Bring it in and tap. Lift up, out, in, and tap. Last one, lift up, out, in, and tap. Now this time, as you lift the knee up, externally rotate, and just take the bottom of that right foot to the inside of the calf on your left leg. Reach the right arm up, your left hand resting on your chair or the wall, and then you're gonna do a lateral bend. Inhale. As you exhale, reach up, and then now turn your torso towards the right knee and forward fold towards your right knee. And inhale up, exhale, lateral bend. Inhale up, exhale, and forward fold. Inhale, lift, exhale, lateral bend. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Let's do 2 more times. And fold to the side, inhale up, and exhale, forward fold. Last one, inhale, lift, exhale, lateral, inhale, and exhale. Very nice. Go ahead and step that right foot out. Now we're gonna try this without the chair. So we're gonna try the real Vrikshasana. Those are variations to get you warmed up, set up. Your muscles remember that movement. You can still have your right hand rested on the back of your chair. Take a nice deep breath in, external rotation. Now here your options are gonna be, you can either just keep that left toes down as a kickstand, bring the left foot up on the inside of the right calf, or some of you may wanna get fancy and bring that left foot all the way up to the inner thigh. If you have your left foot all the way up here, make sure you're really pressing your right inner thigh into the bottom of that left foot. Really, really important. That mobilizes the core muscles. So you really want to press both of them, the inner thigh into the foot into the inner thigh. Now you can reach the left arm up. Now try and see if you want to reach the right arm up. So now we're getting into the nitty-gritty of balance poses. You can hold this here. If you want to challenge yourself, you can look straight ahead. If you want to challenge yourself even more, you can look up to the ceiling. And then from here, if you want to challenge yourself, you can do that lateral fold. You can bring the hand down on the chair if you need to. And then lift up. Turn your torso towards the left knee, and then forward fold. You don't have to come all the way down. Inhale, lift up, and then exhale, lower that left foot down and stand tall, Tadasana. Very nice. Let's try it on the other side. You'll notice that one side is always stronger than the other side. So we all have one side that's a little off, and sometimes balance can just be off altogether. So don't worry if you're not hitting this perfectly. So take a nice deep breath in, exhale, external rotation. Your options are toes down, bring the toes up, put that foot in the on the inside of the calf, or if you want to, you can go all the way up to the inner thigh. If you're up here, remember you're really pressing that inner thigh into the bottom of that right foot. And then foot to the inner thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm up. Exhale, reach the left arm up. My foot is slipping here. And if that happens, that's just part of the game. Reaching both arms up, you can stay here and just challenge your balance by looking up towards the ceiling or straight ahead. You can even challenge your balance a little bit more by maybe folding towards the right knee and then come back up to the center. Now turn your torso towards the right knee and then fold forward towards the right knee. Keep pressing to the bottom of that left foot and then coming all the way up. Bring your hands to your heart center, Tadasana, stand tall. And let go of what happened or didn't happen. So remember, this is a practice. We practice this all the time. It doesn't mean that if one day you don't get it, that you're not a good yogi. So just be really proud of yourself for making it here on your mat. That's the most important thing. Now we're going to move on to the more, I don't want to say advanced, but more of a experienced pose, which is called dancer pose. So bend your left elbow, take your left elbow to your rib cage, palm is up, and shift your weight to the right. And then you're gonna bend that left knee back. I'm gonna turn around this way so you can see me. So my knees are together and I'm just gonna, like I'm kicking myself in the butt. And then I'm gonna reach back and I'm gonna find the inside of my left foot. You can go outside if you want to, and you can go on the toe if you want to. The inside allows you to open the shoulder so you're not rounding the back. So the chest is up, and then you're gonna keep the knees together. If you like to practice a little bit more, reach the right arm up. And then this is a great place to just stay and practice. Perfect dancer pose right here. Take a nice deep breath in. If you want to go a little bit deeper, keep the chest up. You can lower the hand down to your chair and then kick that left leg back behind you. So the intention here is pushing the shin towards the back wall. As you do that, the chest opens up a little bit more. Your gaze is to the front, your chest is lifted. You're reaching the toes towards the back wall or the ceiling as the shin is going towards the back wall. Again, you can stay here and practice this. If you want to turn this into a standing bow, then you begin to lower the torso down as you reach the left toes up. Your gaze is down towards the floor. Press that left shin back really strongly. So you're pushing the left ankle back into your hand. You bring one deep breath in. And then as you're ready, slowly stand tall. Lower the left foot down and just stand in your Tadasana for just a moment to again ground down and center in. And then we'll try it on the other side. So I'll flip my chair this way. Shifting your weight to the left foot, right elbow to the rib cage, palm is up. Bend that right knee back, reach back behind you as you grab the inside edge of the right foot. Try that as opposed to the outside edge. And then you press, you just stay here and practice this. You can keep the left hand on your chair, or maybe you want to try balancing and lift the left arm up. If this feels good, please stay here and practice this. This is a wonderful dancer pose. If you want to go a little bit deeper, your left hand comes down And you keep pressing that left shin back, but your chest is still lifted. So this is more of a back bend. And your shin is going back, your toes are lifting up towards the sky. You can hold this, or you can turn it into standing bow, which means you're lowering the chest down towards your chair as you're lifting the right leg up. And you breathe, you look down, your gaze is just to the front of you. If you want to, you can lift your left hand off the ground or off your chair for just a moment. And then nice and slowly come all the way back down. Place the right foot down, bring your hands to the heart center, and just pause in your Tadasana. You can close your eyes for a moment. Breathe, inhale and exhale. And then as you're ready, let's all come down to the floor. So we did some really, really important work on our hips. Let's go ahead and stretch out those stabilizer muscles. So you can either have your left leg on top of the chair, or you can just do figure four here, which is your right ankle on top of your left thigh. So either use the chair or not. I'm going to use the chair. Bring the right ankle on top of the left thigh. You can stay here and just let that right hip stretch. If you want a little bit more stretch, bring the left knee closer to your chest as you interlace your fingers behind that left hamstring. And then pause here for just a moment. You want that right knee to be moving away from the shoulder as the left knee comes towards your shoulders. And you breathe here nice and slowly, slowing down your practice. Inhale through the nose and exhale through an open mouth. And as you're ready, just switch side. Whatever you did on that side, repeat on the right side. So either right foot on chair, or you can bring it off the chair. But either way, your left ankle is on top of the right thigh. And you want to draw that right knee close to your chair close to your shoulder as the left knee moves away from the shoulder. And just close your eyes as you feel that nice stretch in the hips. And then bring both knees to your chest, grab outside edges of both feet, happy baby pose. Lift the bottom of your feet up towards the sky. This is a really great way to learn how to do a good squat, basically like a sumo squat, except you're on your back, so it's really safe for your spine. You can rock a little bit side to side. If you like to, you can straighten one knee and bend the other knee. Try that, or you can just keep your happy baby pose. Whatever feels good at this point. Bring the soles of your feet together. Grab the outside edges of both feet. Bring the heels closer to your groin. Let the knees open out. So now you're stretching the inner thighs. Nice deep breaths in. Exhale it out. And then bring both knees to your chest. Roll over to one side. Gently press yourself up and sit tall. You can sit crossing your ankles. Just bring your hands in front. Let the tailbone go towards the back wall as you bring the elbows down. And if your elbows don't touch the floor, that's fine. Just a nice little stretch for the hips. Inhale, lift it up. Uncross your ankles and put the other ankle in front. And one more time, reach forward. Let the elbows come down towards the floor if that's available to you. And then gently press yourself up. Bring your hands to the heart center. Bow down to yourself. Thank you so much for allowing me to guide you through this balance practice today. Have a beautiful week.